Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance from the Man Shop, which is the house, and they have a cologne called Happy Hour. Now this is the box. It says, you know, the Man Shop and Happy Hour on the front of it, and this is the bottle that you can see. It comes in this black bottle. Very simple. This is actually a 2-ounce bottle, so take it with it what you will. Now, disclaimer beforehand, this fragrance was sent to me from the Man Shop. They asked if I would go ahead and review a fragrance of theirs that they had, and I said, sure, absolutely. So they went ahead and sent me this fragrance. So if you do not think that I can be impartial, feel free to click away. No harm, no foul. But for those of you who do stay along, know that I will be, you know, my same impartial self, and I will give you my honest opinion on the fragrance. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get started into the actual review. Now, the first thing that I should note when spraying this, I would caution you not to spray this one on your clothes or anything like that, only because this actually has a very heavily oily content to it. It's less alcohol-y and more oily to it. And when you spray it, it left like a sheen on the back of my hand when I sprayed it. And you can see, and it sort of kind of like serves as like a lotion, if you will, on the same hand. But either way, you know, just be careful. I would caution against spraying it on your clothes because you're going to stain it. Now, the fragrance itself, I get a citrusy, sandalwoody, and a slightly ginger woody type of a scent. The main note in this one is sandalwood. And despite its name, it doesn't really come across as Happy Hour to me. Happy Hour to me is more a boozy type of a scent. It's some sort of booze, whether it be gin, whiskey, vodka, some sort of booze that's kind of mixed in it, and I'm just not getting it with this scent. But I do get a heavy sandalwood scent, followed by some slight citrus notes and some slight ginger notes that come along with it. So at the end of the day, it actually is a pleasant smelling scent. It's just not one that I would necessarily use for happy hour, if you will. Kudos on that. But I can definitely, it's one that, you know, is versatile enough that you could wear it throughout the day and still have it on when you're at happy hour. So that's a little bit of a consolation prize that goes to it. Now, even with the oil content, I'm finding I'm getting about, you know, some average performance with this fragrance, and it's such that it's not a slouch for some reason, for any reason at that. But at the same time, it's not a monster or a heavy fragrance that you might feel just because it's got this oily sheen to it. And you know, some of the other vials obviously are on screen for the fragrance. As far as compliments goes, I did not get any compliments with this scent. Again, with most sandalwood scents, to be fair, I don't get many compliments to begin with. And this one kind of had the same reaction. Not many people smelled it on me, and when I did have them smell it, they thought that it was an okay scent. So that's just, you know, the general reviews for it. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give this fragrance a rating 2.5 out of 5 stars. Now, it gets 2.5 out of 5 stars for a couple reasons. One, it's a fragrance to me that doesn't really stand out. So what do I mean by that? I mean, genuinely, it's a scent that if you spray on, you're probably going to smell pretty decent. You're going to smell pretty good. But at the same time, I don't think you're going to really leave a lasting impression. It doesn't really match its namesake. It's not really a happy hour type scent per se, but I do think that it actually is a good fragrance that you can actually wear to work and casual type scenarios for that matter. But you're really not going to stick out with this scent, and you do want to be cautious because of the heavy oil content for this scent. So just keep that in mind as you're going through it. But it's 2.5 stars. It's reasonably priced, so you can go ahead and check it out if it's something that interests you. And I do, you know, think at the end of the day that this is one that you're going to have to judge on your own, specifically whether or not it's worth it or not to go ahead and purchase this one. But it definitely is, especially the way that it mixes that ginger and that sandalwood, something that you should at least get your nose on, see if you like it before you decide. Now, there's one thing that I actually would like to add to this. Now, along with this actual fragrance, they sent me a couple samples of some other fragrances that we're with. And, you know, they actually had these wipes that they sent, like cologne wipes, and the idea is, you know, you wipe yourself and, you know, not only do you clean yourself, but you smell better with it. One of them had a scent that actually smelled really freaking good. And that's this one. It's called It's Lit. This one has a very, very interesting scent, and I think of all the scents that I had tried from theirs, It's Lit is the one that had me most excited rather than the Happy Hour fragrance. In fact, It's Lit felt more like a fragrance that I would wear to a happy hour rather than the Happy Hour fragrance. So anyways, despite the fact that, you know, I wasn't really too over the moon with the fragrance Happy Hour, It's Lit is one that I would definitely like to try. So that pretty much concludes my review, guys. Definitely an interesting house that I would want to check out a little bit more. They seem like they have a really good, you know, kind of head of things. And again, that It's Lit fragrance is the one that I definitely want to check out. But Happy Hour itself, you know, it's okay. But that's pretty much it, guys. All right. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.